Hi there, welcome. My name is Mike, and I've been posting videos to this channel for about 2 years now. I'd like to tell you a bit about what I do here and why I do it. The name of my channel was originally Glitterati Lobotomy. I know, it was too long, it's hard to say out loud, it's also kind of hard to type, and the intended meaning was just kind of hard to parse for most people. This is also the name of the website I run, which these days is mostly SEO-driven content related to media, but the site isn't really that closely tied to this channel. So that name itself was meant to communicate a more accessible approach to discussing and analyzing media, especially in regards to art house movies, which I was super into at the time. In fact, my first video here was about a pretty famous art house movie called Force Majeure, which you should go watch as soon as you can. The movie, not my video. The video's fine. Soon after, I increased the scope of the channel, and specifically I started to talk about animation quite a bit. Then I added video games to the mix, then I started talking about media theory too. I enjoyed this kind of variety. It keeps me from getting bored, and it lets me explore a bunch of different topics that I really care about. Unfortunately, talking about more than one thing on your YouTube channel is generally terrible for growing an audience. It's just bad branding, basically. People want to understand what a channel is about quickly, right away in most cases. And even when people have asked me directly what my channel is about, I've struggled to articulate the connective tissue running through my videos. But I think I've come up with a decent angle that will hopefully communicate the goal of this whole channel. Think of this as a media studies study group. I haven't been in school myself for a long while, but there are aspects of academia that I really admire and even kind of miss at times. I think academic settings are great for exploration and discussion. People have their own tastes and priorities, but they're brought together by a desire to share the things they're into and be introduced to new things. I also think that academics are pretty good at disagreeing without turning every argument into a death match. And thankfully, right in line with that goal, the folks who have stuck around on the channel here for the long term have been really respectful and friendly, which is important to this whole vibe of learning and sharing stuff. As for the videos themselves, I'm not really interested in doing standard reviews of shows or movies or games. I have done some of that stuff in the past, and I probably will continue to do some of it, but it's never really been my favorite type of video to make. I think at this stage of internet media consumption, it's important to look past the surface level and start considering all those big picture elements: historical context, media evolution, power structure, systems of control, representation, creativity, and the real world effects of art and entertainment. In every video, I try to at least touch on these subjects, and some of my more serious videos are exclusively about these subjects. Think of me as that one teacher who's only gonna be cool for like 3 more years. I'm not an expert, but I have studied this stuff, and I really enjoy talking about all of it. If that sounds good to you, then you're in the right place. And if you're really into what I do here, then please consider supporting the channel on Patreon. But that's all for now. Thanks for stopping by.